Hi, Christina. This is Elisa. Let's see if I can help out. I can understand your question. So I'm on the Standard 16 page. So we want to do what we did for 13 and 15, the checklist, which you've got, great. You want to do a looking back and a looking forward. So let's say there's the blank checklist. You already know that. You did that. So for Standard 16, you want to complete a looking forward and looking back just as you did in the previous module. The thing that makes this a little different is that two of the standards are just, write a description or say what the major categories of disabilities are. So if you chose, for example, 16.1 and you said, okay, I'm going to use that for my looking back, you then would write a description or find some descriptions that include examples of the major categories of disabilities. This is sort of a strange standard, sort of a do you know this or don't you kind of thing. But suppose you said, yeah, that doesn't, I don't, that's not really what I want to choose. You could choose 16.2. But notice this is sort of a, and I'm not using my words very carefully, but it's sort of a fact. And so looking forward, it's like, well, how would I add more facts to my practice? That doesn't really work for looking forward. So you may want to pick a different standard, say 16.3, say you want to do a looking back. Well, here are some questions, and it's to help you understand what is meant by the standard of 16.3. It's not because people aren't bright and can figure it out, but sometimes you read a standard and you're like, okay, what really are they trying to get at? And so what we wanted to do is say, okay, let's not have you spend the time going, okay, let me brainstorm what this is really trying to get at in my practice. So these questions then are to help you as you write your looking forward or looking back. So if you wanted to do, and I'm just choosing these, say you said, okay, I'm going to do 16.3 for looking back. This is what I want to keep in mind as I'm writing my looking back. And suppose I say, oh, 16.7. So this is about students with special needs being proactively included in the social fabric. So suppose I want to do my looking forward on that. It's like, I do that, but I really want to, get a better handle on that. So over here under the column of looking forward, you would go, okay, oops, I just lost that. Here it is. So here are some questions to help you. Okay, I'm thinking about what would I want to add to my practice. So what do I want to add to my practice that will ensure that my students are included in the social fabric, and how will this help my students learn? So if I choose that standard of 16, I would use those questions to guide me as I write my looking forward. I hope that helps. You'll see also 16.9, it works pretty good for looking back to say, okay, what do I know? What am I already knowing about this? That's the resources available for my special students. What's at my site? Is there a regional center? Where is it? But in terms of looking forward, it's like, well, it sort of is a fact. So I don't know that I'm explaining this very well, but if you look down here, this might help you. So here is 16.1, and this is an example of looking back. And this is very much statements. What are these things? Then looking forward, here's an example from 16.5 about instructional materials. I hope that helps. Please let me know if it doesn't, because I don't know that I've done a very good job of explaining it. Thank you.